All right, have and have not fans. Now, this is kind of like a continuation to my brief video I did yesterday about how Mitch proposed to Erica, or in real life, Brett Davis proposed to Priscilla. Those are the names of the actors, and she said yes. And I believe she said in a day or two, when she has time, she will actually tell the story of the engagement on her social media. I'm assuming just her Instagram. So that's why you definitely need to follow these actors online, because there's a lot of stuff going on that, you know, of course, isn't in the show. So it's good to keep up to see what are the projects they're working on and things of that nature. But really, this video is kind of to clear up speculation on several things in regards to whether or not she was pregnant, especially during this last season. You know, it's just been talked from, you know, episode 1 of season 5 that we got in January up until the point where, you know, her character was killed off. People were speculating, oh my God, is she pregnant in real life? What's going on? Because you can tell she was wearing, you know, bigger clothing to cover her, you know, stomach and whatnot. And it looked like she was indeed pregnant. I mean, if you compare just the previous episodes at the I think they were still at the Sarandon Hotel, if I'm not mistaken, and then they shifted over to the Artesian this season. Yeah, so at the Sarandon Hotel, Erica didn't look anything like she did at the beginning of season 5, where her face was bigger and whatnot. But in order to squash any rumors, and I even talked about this in a video, but I've just, on my Facebook post that I made for my Facebook group and page, you know, about the engagement, people were like, why did they kill off the character? Oh, they got married? I didn't even know they were dating. Oh, she was pregnant in real life. It's about time they're engaged. But Priscilla actually went on her Instagram and said this.
And I just want to clarify, because I got this a lot, that's just how Erica's story ended. That's just what Tyler saw for her and has nothing to do with my personal life. I'm not pregnant. I was never pregnant. I feel like I gotta show that I'm not pregnant, because there's a lot of that. We shoot this like a year in advance. I don't think people know that. So I would have been pregnant last year, which means I would have had a kid by now. And clearly, well, you might not know, but I do not have a kid right now. Last year I was just eating a lot of calories and bulking up and lifting a lot of weights. Totally different workout plan, and it clearly does not work for my body type. So, lesson learned. But all of that to say, thank you. Thank you. I have nothing else. And to be continued. We'll see where this journey takes me and takes us. Bye.
And as you can see, she pretty much explained why Erica looked the way she did in that season, because, you know, it didn't really line up. I don't think it was until maybe earlier this year, or maybe sometime last year, where I figured out that, oh, the haves and have-nots record episodes up to a year in advance. I believe Rocky actually posted a picture, you know, after he got beaten down by Candace during that episode. I think afterwards he actually posted a photo of him with, you know, the blood on the side of his face, and he's like, yeah, I remember that a year ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's confirmation that these seasons are filmed a year in advance. Hence why, if you follow some of the actors on social media, when they're posting things in current day, they look somewhat different than on the show. You know, maybe they you know, got bulkier, they might have got skinnier, their hair looks a different, you know, things of that nature. But yeah, with Erica, she pretty much, or Priscilla, she explained that in real life, she started a new diet and workout, you know, eating a lot of carbs or calories. I forgot exactly what she said, but for her body type, it really wasn't the right kind of lifestyle, you know, diet and health wise. So she pretty much disclosed a lot of the rumors and questions, because I know a lot of people were asking, are you pregnant? Who's the baby daddy? Congratulations. Because I believe that at that time, you know, it was known online, again, social media, that's why I need to follow the people, that her and Brett or Mitch were dating in real life. So I think she even showed her belly in that video just to pretty much squash the rumors, because once again, with the show being recorded up to a year in advance, if she really was pregnant during the filming of season 5, there would have been a baby by now, but she's not. So these two don't even, I think she even said in like Instagram Live, truth be told, Brett and Priscilla starting their social media presence by doing live videos, that's what made me start doing the Instagram live, because Tinka Sumter, her influence just, kind of helped me get my blog started, because I had so many thoughts that Twitter wasn't enough to express my theories. Then from there, YouTube, and then with Brett and Priscilla, they inspired me to do Instagram live. So yeah, the cast members are definitely inspiring, whether they know it or not. But in any case, since we've already talked about the whole pregnancy thing being, not true, her body just looked different due to, well, the diet and health and workout plan she was on. The other one, yeah, oh my God, I didn't even know they were dating. Once again, if you follow these people on social media, not to mention, there are still people to this day that don't even know that Tinka Sumter and Nicholas James, I believe is his name, or AKA Candace and Justin, are engaged in real life. They've been engaged for a while. They even have a daughter who's, I forgot the age. He's probably like 2 to 4, somewhere between 2 and 4. But yeah, they've been dating for a while. Once again, it goes back to the whole thing about these characters, these seasons being filmed, a year in advance. What? Justin showed up in, okay, this was season 5. I want to say he showed up during season 4 sometime. So we can say what, early 2017 or probably before that. And keep in mind, the filming would have been in sometime in 2016. So yeah, maybe their daughter is 2 or 3. It is, look, I don't know the exact years off the top of my head, but we just know it's been a while. But in any case, I think Tinka Sumter even talked about their love story on the Wendy Williams show during the, the promotion tour for Nobody's Fool. I still haven't watched that, believe it or not, but I believe somebody told me it's like, it's because of the fact that, on set, they would just talk, get to know each other. He was able to make her laugh and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But in any case, yeah, Brett and Priscilla have been dating for a while. And yeah, the shock factor that people say, oh my God, I didn't even know they were a couple. Or it's kind of like, really? Because they pretty much post stuff all the time. And aside from that, let's see, we've already talked about the whole not being pregnant, the fact that they've been a couple for a while. And even though she's now in the haves and the have-nots, she is doing other acting gigs now. I think she even said on Instagram yesterday that right after the proposal, she had to leave for work, meaning that she went to go for another job gig. So yeah, we'll get the story eventually. But just because these actors are done with the haves and the have-nots doesn't mean that they still aren't doing their thing, especially for the fact that Erica was killed off a year before it was, actually on the air. So Priscilla most likely got done with her, or wrapped up her time on the show sometime around, September or whatever of 2017, meaning that she's been, auditioning and doing other things over the past year. And that leads to the other question or statement. People are, why did they kill her off and stuff like that? I've already done videos about, was Erica killed off too early? Honestly, I think she was, and I'll probably put a link to that video on, like a thumbnail at the end of this one. That way I don't have to go into full detail. I feel like Erica definitely had some more room to expand her character. But honestly, kind of like Melissa, if you noticed, Melissa and Erica were both pretty much restricted this season, where Melissa was stuck first in Veronica's house, then in Hannah's house, and then Erica, she pretty much, and correct me if I'm wrong, we never saw her outside of David's house, aside from the one time she went to the Artesian Hotel to give Gia those clothes that Candace told her to give her, and we saw her standing outside of David's house, or excuse me, David and Erica's house a few times this season, right outside near the cars and stuff like that, but that was about it. But in any case, I feel like, when Tyler Perry's done with a character, he's done with a character. But it was a blessing, as she said, that Erica was supposed to only be in the show for a few episodes, with the whole thing about Benny in the car. But he wrote her back in for quite a while. And, hey, I'm not an actor, but as an actor, that's definitely a blessing, not just to be written back into the show, but to stay for quite some time, show up in multiple episodes, and, hey, that just gets your name out there a bit more and looks good on the resume for other auditions. But yeah, I do agree that Erica really did have more to offer to the story. But Tyler Perry, that's the one thing I kind of don't like, when he's ready to axe off a character, it's almost like he gives up on the character. And again, this isn't me complaining or anything like that. It's just the way I view it from my perspective as a viewer and a theorist, if you will, because I've said it time and time again. Look at Maggie Day, Warlock, Oscar, characters who for the most part were calm, cool, and collected, but Tyler wrote them to be emotionally unstable at certain points, you know, towards the end of their journeys on the show, leading to them making mistakes that, you know, like, okay, when I first saw Oscar, Warlock, and Maggie, the way they went out is definitely not how I would expected them to go out, with Maggie trusting Veronica to go into the house, with Oscar literally being irrational. And I still think that those drugs or whatever that was in that drink that made him pass out, I think that messed up his mind a bit. And Warlock just being a freaking monster. So with that being said, you know, Erica's time on the show was wrapped up. I mean, but keep in mind, just like Amanda was killed off or Jacqueline was killed off, that doesn't mean the character themselves are done with the show, because they still have a role in the plot. It's just a matter of whether or not Tyler Perry will you know, act on that. Like, okay, Amanda's murder, how did that happen? Erica, we know that Jeffrey knows the truth about her. What's going to happen with that? So even if the actual actor is gone, that doesn't mean the storyline is completely done. But in any case, you know, I believe that wraps up everything I wanted to say on the subject. Not much here. Again, she was never pregnant. They've been dating for a while. Definitely cool to see yet another couple from the cast get together. And yeah, Erica's time was Erica's time. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Were there any other Erica related topics you wanted me to touch on? Because I'm pretty sure at this point I've done videos on everything from, is Erica still alive? Did Erica get killed off too early? Was Erica ever pregnant on the show? Not in real life, on the show. I'm referring to the whole ovulation test and whatnot. How will David react to finding out the truth? And I think that's about it. So with that being said, I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.